Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing a book review. Now I'm going to be reviewing Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Now here's the thing, I thought that I reviewed this months ago and put it on my channel, but it turns out I didn't. So I'm going to review it now for you because apparently I didn't do that earlier for some reason. Yeah, this is book 1 in the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Yes, and I loved it so much. Like, I know a lot of people like this more than the Mortal Instruments series, but I personally like Mortal Instruments series better just because Simon. But I still love this a lot. Now, this prequel trilogy follows Tessa Gray, and she goes off to London to go meet with her brother, but she gets taken away by the Dark Sisters, and she gets rescued by some shadow hunters that you will meet and you will love. And it follows them trying to figure out what's going on with, like, the downworld and, like, all that stuff. And, you know, things happen, romances occur, betrayals happen, and stuff that you just wouldn't imagine. So let's discuss this book right now. Obviously Cassandra Clare has a beautiful writing style, so obviously it was great. And the characters, she has a way with writing characters. Like, these characters are fantastic, and I love them. Just like I love the characters in the Mortal Instruments series. It's just, she has this way of writing things that people just are attracted to, and it's amazing. The plot is great, and I love everything. So, I mean, I don't know what to say for, like, non-spoilery wise, but I'm about to start talking spoilers. So if you haven't read this, I suggest you read this. And also, I suggest if you plan on reading anything from Cassandra Clare, you read it in publication date order, because, I mean, they talk about things in City of Fallen Angels that happen in this, and there's characters from City of Fallen Angels that are mentioned in here. So that's my suggestion. Take it or leave it. I don't know. But let's talk spoilers for a sec. Well, not a sec. Longer than a second. Oh, there's the book right there. Tessa is taken by the Dark Sisters, and you know, things happen. There's something with Tessa. She can become a different person, you know, looks wise, and the Dark Sisters are like curious, and the Magister, she's supposed to be like with the Magister or something, and she gets saved by some shadow hunters. Will Herondale, to be specific. In the Mortal Instruments series, Jace and Alec are the parabatai of this series. But in this series, we meet Will and Jem, who are a parabatai. And Jem is sick, and apparently Jem likes to play the violin. Like, that's what he does, because Tessa always says, like, oh, I hear Jem playing the violin in his room across the hall or something. And I'm like, okay. Let's talk Tessa and Will for a second. Because Will, I picture him as Ian Somerhalder from The Vampire Diaries, because he has blue eyes, dark hair. He's Ian Somerhalder in my mind. And I couldn't even tell you who I picture Tessa as, but anyways, they are cute. I like them. Will is Tessa's first kiss, and it was cute, but then, you know, things happen, and Will's like, maybe we shouldn't be together. Also, there's a love triangle, because Jem is also into Tessa, but they have not shared a kiss yet. So, Will's ahead of the game in the Tessa romance department. The whole freaking story is centered around us finding Nathaniel, which is Tessa's brother. and we find him, and all this stuff happens. And then we learn about a betrayal that happens, and it's from Nathaniel, the brother. And it turns out that they aren't actually related, and Nathaniel thinks Tessa is some sort of, villain because she's part demon or something. She's a downworlder, and they aren't related because she isn't human, and he is, so, I don't know. But they aren't related, and I'm sure Tessa was so hurt because he betrayed her, and he's working for the Magister, and he was just a little butthole. He was so annoying. And I was like, listen, blood or not, you were raised with her. She should be considered your sister. Like, Alec, Jason, Isabel. He's not Jason's blood, but they treat him like a brother. What is up with Nathaniel? Also, his name's Nathaniel. That sounds like someone who you should trust. I don't know. And then the whole book we think the Magister is De Quincey because he just seems like the obvious person who would be, the Magister. But it turns out that it's not De Quincey, it's Mortmain. Honestly, who knows if I'm saying these names right anyways. But it was even more I was surprised because Mortmain was giving Henry, what was that chick's name? Henry and Charlotte information about De Quincey and the Magister and stuff, but obviously he was just tricking them because he's the Magister. And I was like, whoa, we need to take a step back. And also, all this stuff was going down, and I was just like, what? I need to put this book down and take a breath because it's just a lot to handle. And there's the character Jessamine. I don't know, I'm calling her Jessamine. But her and Tessa are hanging out, and she's telling Tessa how she doesn't want to be a part of this world and how she just wants to live a normal life and travel, and she wants to leave. Because she wants a normal life, she doesn't want a shadow hunter, she doesn't want to marry a shadow hunter. So she starts to like Nathaniel, which we all know is not a good man. And she's just flirting and flirting and flirting, and he's not budging because he doesn't want to be a part of them either. He wants them gone because he's evil. And there's just a bunch of stuff. And, Tessa and Jessamine start to, become friends, sort of. Jessamine's kind of just, got this personality who is just, doesn't care about anything because she doesn't care about anything. While Mortmain was, giving Henry and Charlotte information about De Quincey, he, also was, tricking them into sending Will and Jem away from the Institute to go check on the Dark Sisters and, get more information. And so he was just basically sending away their best shadow hunters and, their best fighters and Parabatai for life people, and he sent them away. And so he sent them away, and basically he was ready to attack the Institute, but he got the Ottomans to attack, which was the Clockwork army sort of thing, and they were attacking the Institute, and stuff was going down, people are dying, and I was like, holy crap, this is only book 1. What am I gonna do in book 2 and 3? Jem was about to get attacked, and all this stuff was going down, and I was like, what's happening? What is Cassandra Clare doing to me? It was just craziness. This book was filled with action, and I loved it so much. I mean, I would say I'm looking forward to reading the sequel, but I already read it at this point because, again, I thought I filmed this earlier and uploaded it, but I didn't. So, but I am excited to read the 3rd book in this trilogy, so there's that. I suggest you read this trilogy highly because I heard it's everyone's favorite trilogy. So, and I'm sure it's going to be one of my favorite trilogies. One, I finished reading it, so I'm excited. And stay tuned for my Clockwork Prince review, and eventually I'll have a Clockwork Princess review because I'm going to read that soon. So, bye!